Okay, so first welcome on board, Tristan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So what we're going to do today is, so we're heading up to Porquerolles, Porquerolles Island. I will afterwards show where that is.
Great.
But in between here and Porquerolles, we are doing some maneuvers, which I also go through. Okay. But first I want to, so first thing is then, the Gillet, the sauvetage. Okay. They are all here.
Okay.
They are prepared, 4 of us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have one for me. So that is for you, Tristan.
Thank you.
So you can check if it
So to activate these, we'll just pull down the toggle, right?
Yeah, it first activates by itself.
So it is automatic as well?
It's automatic, but in case it will not work, you just will put here.
Okay.
So I checked this morning the weather, and then I have 3 apps which I can check it. So one is a French one, which is Meteo Marine. Then I have Windy, and I have Ventuski.
Okay.
Actually, we have a wind of 2 Beaufort all day long. The wind is coming from 350 degrees, okay, from north, close to north. The wave height is 0.4, so it's more or less nothing.
Yeah.
Direction is west, so and we are heading to Porquerolles, so we shouldn't have an issue at all. Okay. So from that side, we should be safe. I'll show you the navigation plan. And so what we are going to do, so we are going out of the port. We are going in here, make a turn, and then we are docking again. Just to exercise maneuvering also for your side. So now I'm doing the check from the I call it now the electronics piece.
Yeah.
And in case those instruments are not on, I have still a compass here and I have still my plan, so we are safe from that side. I have the same on the flybridge. It's exactly the same. Similar. I can let's say program them differently. I can use here different screens and on the ops, but normally I'm using the same.
If you put a route plan on this one, is it repeating on the flybridge?
Yeah, if I'm putting it here and I'm using the same screen, I could...
It'll have the plan as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I'm actually not putting it because I don't poker what can't do about it.
We're delighted to announce that this series has been brought to you by Aquabanners. Aquabanners are redefining water entertainment with luxury modular inflatables for yachts, resorts, and luxury waterfronts worldwide. Using the finest materials available, Aquabanners designs ultimate inflatable yacht marina systems to fit yachts of all sizes with tables, seatings, slides, climbing walls, and room to park all the water toys. Picking your colors and adding your logo creates you a bespoke inflatable system that gets noticed. Optional Pantone color matching of the materials is available to give you the ultimate in a custom finish. Contact Aquabanners today about their resort and day club packages that can easily put up to 100 people on your waterfront, thereby creating unforgettable memories. Thanks again to Aquabanners for powering the YachtMaster.
So here on the top you see the main battery switches. Okay? We have 2 engines, means 2 batteries. Okay? Each one have one. Then we have the thrusters, okay? the bow and then the thrusters. So I put them on. This is for the generator, but we don't use it actually.
Okay.
Okay? Then you see a bunch of 12 volt switches. Okay? I'm letting them all on. The one I will switch off on the 23rd is a water heater. Just for information, if we don't do that today, but we're doing it tomorrow when you're coming back. So we have a black water tank, okay? And I see here the different level of the black waters. So we have also fresh water in, so it's fine. 500 liters almost, which is enough. Okay? And then we have actually the black water is 25%. Can go up to 200 liters, and we tomorrow then we are putting it empty, and that is what we are then pushing.
Okay.
For information again, I have also a portable VHF in case we have an urgency and we need to leave the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we take that with us. So instruments on, cameras on, VHF canal, cockpit down, flybridge I did it prior to here. I'm checking if the valves for the cooling valves for the engines are on. Yeah?
Right.
And so that is the main stuff I'm checking.
Yeah. If you haven't got a passage plan, that's one more thing to stress about. If you've got a passage plan, you stay within the plan, you know the boat's going to be safe because you've checked the depths, you've checked the available, water. There's no dangers in the area. There's no cardinal markers. There's no underwater dangers. You know the boat's safe. So again, all these little things, the reason we do them is to minimize the risk all continuously. Cool. So seawater strainers. Yeah. So if you've got any kind of leaks like that, we're shutting these off. But we shut them off, we make sure the engines are off first. Yeah. So your drive belt, the belt that goes around all the pulleys, normally it shouldn't turn more than between half and a quarter and a half turn. Anything more than that is too loose. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you just put your thumb, you see where my hand is here, put your thumb here behind the pulley protector, you can just push. You can pull your thumb, you can feel the drive belt. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then try it on the other side. Let me access this one, might be further around the back.
Yeah, but you can from here.
I can see from here as well. Look. So that's good. Your oil check levels, so you got dipsticks here and the other ones here.
Yeah.
You checked those last night, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Your batteries, they are those. You got 4 batteries in total, and you got 4 there. So you've got.
And then I have others below the on the master cabin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You got batteries underneath the master bed.
Not master bed. The master bed is just there's nothing.
Okay.
But on the some batteries.
Okay.
For the lap panel and stuff.
Okay. Cool.
You see this side, it's plenty of battery packages, right?
Yeah. No, that's plenty.
So converter, solar panel stuff. You know?
Yeah. So that's converting the power.
So, and
That's good.
Then the blowers. Here's the point that I showed you afterwards. That's the stern
So thruster. Yep. And then you got your hydraulics for your rudders there as well.
Yeah, here where the leak was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understand.
That is the deepest point of the boat. Yeah. I have 2 build pumps, so one here and one inside the boat.
Yep.
It's inside. On the other side, where the toilets and the washes are. Yeah.
You check the water cooling level as well. You check that.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
checked that.
Cool. It's always good. You just push down here when the engine's cold. Obviously, don't do it when it's warm, otherwise you're gonna get loads of pressure. Just take this off, and then just have a little look inside to make sure the fluid's all good. You got no contamination, nice and clean. Yeah. You can see the fluid here. It's all clean. Right here, this is your fuel oil. You know this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Your
And
water
I asked for
separator.
replacement.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had an issue, not a serious issue, but an issue last year.
With water.
Not with water. It was the filter was too, let's say, too wide in sense that.
Okay.
And then the engine went not into the emergency mode, because emergency mode means it runs thousand tours.
Yeah.
But it went into 1,600, so I could still navigate. So it was not at all an issue.
Okay.
And then I asked for change the filters anyhow.
Okay, yeah.
But I also asked that I want to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so this is new.
Yes, that is
Great,
that
good.
was now done.
This is fantastic, because here any kind of water's heavier than fuel will sink to the bottom, and you just unscrew this, you get a cup, and you empty any kind of water in there.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Good. Everything's great down here.
Yep. Yes.
A little bit more bubble, René. René, make bubble.
So I could also do it with the.
Yeah. Try
Thrust,
for now. Let's do the docking without using the wheel. Okay. Just the engines. We
Normal.
put it in center. Yep. There we go.
Vill jag just handla koken?
Thomas van Anne. I'm here. Pick up straight. Starboard.
But I don't use the turn thrust.
You don't need a stern thruster.
Yeah.
So how are you going to put the boat more that way?
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
That one.
Exactly. Neutral.
Starboard.
Yeah. Starboard forward. Right engine forward. Watch this.
4.
Now the stern.
Starboard.
Neutral.
3.
Cool. Great. And let's go forward. Great.
Starboard.
Neutral. That's fine. Perfect. In neutral.
Still 2 meters.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take the boat out. And the same thing, I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so one thing that I noticed when we were coming out, you got all this empty space here, but you kept really close to this boat, and you got very close to this ground line unnecessarily. What I would have done is put the bow thrust to the port engine forward to get the stern out, to get my side away from this boat.
But I didn't want to use the bow thruster.
But you did though, because at the end you used the bow thruster and the stern thruster.
Yeah.
So rather than not put yourself in that situation. So let me show you how I would do it coming out. So now I want the bow to go that way, so I'm going to put my port engine ahead. So now that's kicking the stern away from this guy, yeah? Yeah. So where's the danger? This ground line here as we're coming out. Because here at the moment, okay, normally be a boat here, the maneuver would be different. But at the moment, let's use the space that we have, right? So the closest danger as I'm coming out, what I notice is you're always looking what's in front of you. You didn't look behind you. 90%, if you look in my videos, 90% of the time when I'm leaving a berth, I'm looking behind me. Because when you're looking in front of you, you can't really tell what the stern is doing. Because your closest danger at the moment is this guy, not this guy, okay? But he's a lot further than you think he is, right? So now what I want to do is I'm going to port engine forward a little bit. And now I've got my starboard stern to bring the stern that way and to clear my bow of this guy. I'm well clear of this ground line, there's no danger there. And at the same time, I'm going to put my port engine ahead.
Yeah,
and now
more.
Just nice and relaxed. And now I'll put my starboard engine in neutral. And once I've got a clear passage, I put both engines forward. I'm going straight now. Get the momentum will come around. When I'm coming out, always checking where the dangers are. You want to make sure there's no ground lines, taking your time, no heavy throttling. I understand when it's windy, you'll do a lot of heavy throttling, but in these conditions, you shouldn't need to. So now, I'm just going to turn around. If you're going to hit the dock, you much rather hit it at this speed than going woo, 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 woo. You know, just remember, there's never a rush unless you've got an emergency on board. Why not enjoy it? Take your time, less stress. Port engine ahead. Let's get the stern more to port. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. So I'm taking my time. You imagine people down there, you're coming at this speed. God, so relaxing. Isn't this relaxing, guys? Yeah. Small little touches. And now I want to get close to this side. So the bow's going that way, and I want the stern to go that way, and the bow to correct. So now I'm going to put my port engine astern, and now the stern will go towards a sailing boat, and the bow will start straight. We'll see the momentum's now stopping. And let's get a bit closer. I was going to put, with the momentum going backwards now, get my stern more that way. I was going to put my starboard engine forward. The stern will go that way, but we're still going backwards. Do you see? The momentum, although I went ahead, we're still going backwards.
You're just doing it in small pieces.
In small touches.
Because if you're doing it too long, you will really then crash.
Well, this is it. This little, just a kick the stern in.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So you can see around and you can see below.
Exactly.
Here with that.
Yeah. And I'm happy with that. That's fine. That's close enough. Beautiful, huh? Ah, perfect.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay, stern into the wind. Okay, all yours. You're in neutral. Good. So now the stern's into wind. You take as much time as you need, nice and relaxed.
Yeah. We go 11. Place 11.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Okay, neutral. Just put your bow thrust a bit to the left. It's a little bit, stop, enough. It's a little bit. That's fine, not too much, don't overdo it. That's good. Okay, touch forward. Neutral, cool. Right, can I show you a trick?
Yeah.
With these, if you're going like this, right, going like that. There we go. Don't put it too high, otherwise. Cool. Is that ground line super tight, sir?
It's tight, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or should it be more?
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. I was just checking it.
Okay.
All good. So let me just show you something. We're coming in. What you're doing is essentially is correct. Okay. The one thing you're not thinking about is the effect the wind's having on you. So when we're coming in here, for me, I want to be as far over to my safe zone. Down there is my danger zone, because you see the wind's constantly pushing us against there. So for me to then take over and then correct, I have to use a lot of power to bring the bow towards the safe zone and then rotate the boat. So whichever direction the wind's coming from, so in this case that way, you're going to be close to this side. If the wind's coming from that side way, you're going to be close to that side. Because as soon as we put it in neutral, we slow down or stop, the wind's going to catch us. We're going to go over the ground lines and this kind of stuff. So we got pretty close, but we managed to correct it.
So that's why you entered like that, with more power.
With more, I wanted to come. There is my danger zone. This is my safe zone. Here, if the boat's up here, I can maneuver whatever I want. If it's down there, that wind is constantly pushing me onto there. You know, so always think about that when you're coming. You know, you're coming in. You're in that mindset that it's always the same maneuver because it's always going to be flat calm. It's not. When there's wind, you got to think about that. When you started coming in here, I saw you put your port engine astern. For me, you did it in the middle of the channel. I would have brought my bow close to this first sailing boat. I would have come right over here and then swing it in, getting all that space to then come in here. Because we were way too close to that side. Does that make sense?
But I tried to do that, but I turned too early.
You did. Yeah, you put that port engine astern way too early. You had the starboard ahead, which was perfect. I would have left that for another 5-10 seconds maybe, and then put that port on the stern. Bring the stern that way, then come in, not allowing the boat to go too much that way.
Yeah,
because
to be more on that.
Yeah, because if you're too far that way, you got a continuous force pushing you that side. This side is the safety zone, that side is the danger zone. And obviously, again, like I was saying earlier, when it is a bit of breezy, we got to be pretty quick, which you were pretty quick. But we got very close to here. Like if you were starting to maneuver there, it would have been yeah, definitely possibly knocking a bit. So we just pulled it back. But anyway, everything's okay. This is why we're here, huh?
Yeah.
Neutral. Yeah. Okay, you want your bow thrust to the right, that way. Okay, left engine backwards, right engine forwards. Good. Bow thrust to the right. Leave it like that. Leave it like that. Bow thrust that way. Look behind you. So the stern's going that way. Now we're doing little corrections to the bow so the boat crabs sideways. So the bow's going to, you see?
Good.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, now right engine backwards. Right engine backwards. Bow thruster that way. Cool.
Immer fest.
Cool. Perfect.
Good.
So, a quick debrief there. So, I saw what you were trying to do. You're trying to get the bow towards the dock. The breeze is coming from there. It's constantly pushing you off. And the more you put your bow towards the dock, the more your stern was going towards that yellow mooring buoy there. So what do? We have to use the thrust. I know you don't want to. Unless you spring the boat, which you're not going to do. You put left engine backwards, right engine forwards. That will bring the stern towards the dock. To stop the bow coming to port, we're doing a little correction to the thruster. And the boat crabbed in, comes sideways.
That's a good idea. I never did that.
Yeah. So it's different. So next time, if the wind's coming from that direction, don't do that. You come quite well off the dock, and then you're normally countering the wind. You're not coming in too quick. So to stop the stern going too quick towards the dock, you'll be putting your starboard engine astern and your port engine forward to counter the wind if it's pushing you onto the dock. If it's off the dock, then you do what we did
you're
there.
putting, let's say, what you're saying is now what we did, because the wind came from there,
Yeah.
I maneuver the boat like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And if the wind comes from there, I need to push it back
To counter it. Yeah,
because it will push me.
exactly.
So that is the logic behind
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I hate
Great.
that.
Do you?
It costs money.
Firstly, a big thank you to Renee and the guys for participating in this episode of the Yacht Master. If it's your first time here, then do be sure to check out the other episodes of this series. We include boats with single screw, twin screw, stern drives and IPS. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next episode. See you and ciao.